Let's just talk about the difference between bluegrass and old time, because people hear that all the time. Let's just look at some of the differences in those styles. I would call that bluegrass.
You would definitely call that bluegrass style. There's such a thin line between old time and bluegrass depending on the area that you live in.
Tucked away in the western hills of Napa Valley, with its rolling oak-studded hillsides, verdant grapevines, and inspiring atmosphere, this enchanting wine country landmark remains a dream destination for today's homebuyer.
One last question. I read a Washington Times article many years ago where you had a comment about the organization, and then now it's been in the Wall Street Journal, it's been in a lot of different newspapers, and that's the Bohemian Grove. And back in, 1996, when you joined as a Clinton advisor, the Republicans were criticizing you, what about Bohemian Grove? And then you countered them by saying, hey, I don't run around in the woods naked. What did that mean? Here is the before-mentioned Washington Times article where he said, I didn't run around naked like they do.
I don't know what quote you're referring to. I'm not aware of any quote like that. Listen, I am a happy member of the Bohemian Grove. I like the folks who come there, and it's really inappropriate for me to talk about a group beyond that. Thank you.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care?
Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
The Bohemian Club, as you say, the Bohemian Club, that's where all those rich Republicans go up and stand naked against redwood trees, right? I've never been to the Bohemian Club, but you ought to go. It'd be good for you. Get some fresh air.
Mr. Gergen?
I'm sorry, nobody sets policy in there. We try to be gentlemen, and obviously you don't belong there. Thank you, and goodbye. Let's none of your business. It's none of your business.
Oh.
Listen.
One of the things that we're surrounded by every day is 100 different ideas about how to get to heaven. And with all of the pluralism in our society, we have to ask that really central question: do all roads really lead to heaven?
You're probably going to find this to be a little bit shocking to you, but I've come to the realization that everybody is going to heaven. That's right. Everybody is going to heaven. Now, don't turn me off yet. Please don't turn me off. Everybody is going to heaven, but not everybody's going to stay. Everybody's going to heaven, but not everybody's going to stay. You open up that book, that Bible, and you turn to the book of Revelation, you're going to find out there is a white throne judgment where we're all going to stand before God and give an account for all the deeds that we did in the flesh. Oh, my. Yep, everybody's going to heaven, but not everybody is going to stay.
We're hearing a lot of messages in our culture today from various religions and ideas of how to get to heaven, what God is looking for. And the belief that many of us have today is that all of them are kind of part of the truth or have elements of the truth, and that all of them are kind of okay. And I think this leads many people today to believe that whatever you believe is okay.
Flows right from the same philosophy. There are no absolutes about right and wrong. Professors sometimes say that when I do debates at universities. They'll say, there are no absolutes. I say, are you absolutely sure? If there are no absolutes, how can you be so sure? By the way, I tell them, if your brain is nothing but a collection of chemicals that got together by random chance over billions of years, how can you trust your thought and your reasoning process? Wow, think about that one.
You are tuned in to God's Property Radio. Here are your hosts, Sam and Dan.